Hey there, I'm Curly, and welcome to Unfiltered and Undiscovered, the podcast where three music lifers dig into the songs, the stories, and the legends of music that may not have crossed your radar yet. But if you're new here, let me set the scene. I'm the punter, the guy who swears that the best music, the best Australian independent music, was in 1986. I've got the record collection to prove it. Now, joining me each week, I've got Braggy. He's a lifelong muso, a dreamer that's still waiting for that one song of his to go viral. He knows his stuff and he loves digging into lyrics. And of course, we've got Rossi, the roadie, the manager, and the guy with the story about every band that's ever plugged into a pub PA system anywhere from Perth to Parramatta. Together, we get unfiltered with the best undiscovered artists across Australia and occasionally the world. And occasionally, we also talk a whole lot of rubbish around artists that we already love. Let's get into it.
Hey y'all, I'm Alison Asarch from Nashville, Tennessee.
Hey, I'm Sean Fraser from the Ritzy Kids Hunters.
This is Johnny from Rail Motor.
Hey, it's Shane from Blind Season.
Hey, it's Rob Stanier, and you can check out my music on all the streaming platforms.
Check out my latest music on all the streaming sites.
Check out my debut album on all streaming platforms.
Check out our new debut album.
Check us out on Spotify and Apple Music. And you're listening to our friends, Braggy and Curly.
My favorite bands from Australia.
You're listening to our friends, Braggy, Rossi, and Curly
on the Unfiltered and Undiscovered podcast.
Here and welcome to episode 234 of the Unfiltered and Undiscovered podcast. We are three old blokes with one obsession, and that's music that matters. Unfiltered chats with undiscovered artists. Every week on the pod, it's guitars, grit, and the good stuff that you're not going to hear on mainstream radio. This is Unfiltered and Undiscovered, and wherever you're listening or watching, please hit that like and subscribe button. And one of these days, I am going to get some oil for Rossi's chair, I reckon. So.
That's great, Rossi. That is awesome.
All right. So with that, let's welcome in. We've got Rossi from Sydney, and of course, we've got Braggy from Adelaide. How are you, boys? How's your week?
Me?
Okay,
I'll go first. Good week, yeah. I think I went all right in the footy tips this week. Haven't done much music-wise, really.
Okay.
Although I have been working on, I think I told you guys last week, I'm working on my greatest 100 Australian albums.
Oh, that's right.
And
I
finally
thought you were just about to say I'm working on my greatest hits album. So
no, Braggy's greatest, the best of the rest.
That's right.
No. I've been trying to do it for ages. I finally figured out a formula, kind of how to arrange them in an order without fighting with myself, without beating myself up too much.
Did you go alphabetical or chronological?
No, never mind.
So they existed before those orders, right?
Never mind. That's for another podcast.
Yeah, that's another podcast. What about you, Rossi? What have you been up to?
Oh, not a great deal. Yeah, got a show on Friday nights. I've been rehearsing. Just sort of played with the guys last night and dredged up a bunch of songs. We had a look at the set list that they've decided we're playing. We haven't played some of those songs for 3 or 4 years. We went, okay, that sounds like fun. So the first time was very dusty. The second time we nailed it. But yeah,
Okay.
First time I was playing songs going, what? Yeah.
That's experience for you. So Braggy mentioned the footy tipping very quickly. Rossi played the Joker in the AFL last week and won the round and retook the lead in the combined tipping there, Rossi. So Rossi's 103, Braggy 101, and Curly's sitting on 79. So I hate football at the moment.
Braggy played his Joker the week before, and I thought, well, I can't let him get away too far.
Yeah.
And you overtook. All right, let's get into our special guest today. We're hauling into Melbourne, and they're an alt country powerhouse, the Smith and Western Jury. They're fronted by the powerhouse vocals and songwriting of Sam Lombardi alongside guitarist, I'm just going to say Simon. I'm not quite sure of that last name there. I'm sorry. Simon, right? And a killer river section. This band has exploded, and very interestingly, out of a punk and pop rock root. So welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having us.
Guys, I usually get the first question, and this is going to be good this time because my first question is always revolves around how we got to this point now. So if you could give us a bit of background on even right back to when maybe music first became a thing for you guys in your house when you were growing up, and how did we get to this point?
I feel like we've had like 20 lifetimes in music, so this could be a long podcast.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Maybe we'll just
kind of
go
first.
Keep it short, sweet.
Do you want to do your version?
I essentially started playing bands with my best friends in high school, and we just would play like local freezers and local stuff like that, and literally did that until it's probably like 24, 25, and then was like, music sucks. I hate it. Just put my guitar down, and then kind of got back into it, and then together. Yeah. And Sam and I we're a couple. We've been together for almost 20 years.
Awesome.
And yeah, we kind of fell in love with country music, and would like listen to it while we were making like dinner, and like just laugh at the guitar playing and the lyrical content of the songs, because it was just so far-fetched from what we would normally listen to.
Yeah.
And yeah, growing up on listening to like punk rock stuff, and then you hear like a pedal steel or a guitar solo that doesn't sound like something Jimmy Page would do. Everything's like really ear twisty and whiny.
Yeah, Simon comes from a background of like, his favorite band as a kid was Green Day, so it's like all power chords, and then we're listening to people like, I don't even know, Pete Anderson, who's the guitarist with White Yoakum, and he doesn't play one chord that's not like one straight chord. It's all just insane, guitarists and stuff. So we kind of got into country music from the guitarists, because I'm so obsessed with like just guitarists, and through that we found like some of the best players are country players, and then that's how it evolved. But so
it literally came from like country music guitar. And
then my background is kind of long-winded, but I started singing when I was really young, and then classic story, met my first manager at 14. He turned out to be a dirtbag, but through working with him, and I won't credit this to him, but through getting my music out there, I did meet some good people along the way. So long story short, when I was 17, I got out of my contract with him, and that same year I actually wrote the theme song for a cartoon when I was like 17. It was a cartoon that ended up being Nickelodeon, and because I left my manager and all I wanted to do was play music, I hustled, emailed everyone I knew and every connection I had, convinced my mum to take me to LA, and then we went to LA, met the cartoon producers, and while I was there, I also set up like meetings with pretty much anyone I knew. And I met my second manager. So I had like a pop rock kind of solo thing going for a long time. Got sick of that. I mean, after a while, just because, I was in LA competing against every single person in LA trying to do the same thing, which is not. And then, did that until I was like 22, came home, moved to Sydney, joined a band, because I was like, maybe a band will be, different to being a solo artist. It won't be all on me. It'll be nice to be with, other people and something different. Did that for 5 years. And then at that point, I think we were like, okay, we've had enough of music. Both
music
of us were like
sucks.
burnt out. We were like, stuff this, let's just, we essentially just both of us kind of stopped playing music outside of on our couch. And then ironically, on our couch, we actually found that it was enjoyable again when there was no pressure to pay the bills with it. There was nothing, there wasn't anyone telling us how to write songs or any of that crap. And then finally it was like, oh, this is pretty fun when it's just us and no one's telling us what to do.
Yeah, and now we're U-blocks all across Australia. So
that's kind of the short version. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's the medium
What a
version.
story.
Yeah, that's the medium version.
That is. Now, Simon, how do I say your last name? Torcasio?
It's Torcasio. Yeah.
Torcasio. Gotcha. Now, I want to dive into your influences a little bit later on, but where did the name come from? The Smith and Weston Jury. Where did that come from?
So that came from a Dwight Yoakam song. So yeah, so everything goes back to like Dwight Yoakam in this band.
That's so cool.
Yeah, our name it's from a song.
I don't know this song.
I thought he said the Smith and Wesson Jury.
Right.
But he says Smith and Wesson Jury.
Like the gun brand.
Like the gun brand.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wesson. Yeah.
Smith and Wesson.
Yeah. So
Wesson.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I thought he said Weston, and then I was listening to it because that's what I listen to religiously, in a matter of fact. And I said, Sam, we should call our band the Smith and Wesson Jury. Like, no one's going to have that name. And like, we were listening to like Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats.
Yeah.
Like, names.
Like stupidly long names. And like, I do all the artwork for the band now, and it is the dumbest, longest name ever to deal with.
Or is it line break?
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but it's essentially from a misheard lyric in Dwight Yoakam. And like
That's
a year
cool.
later, someone was like, "Oh, your band name's wrong."
I was thinking about that today because Radio Birdman have got a song called Smith and Wesson Blues, right? About You're Never Alone with the Smith and Wesson Baby, and their name comes from a misheard Blue Oyster Cult lyric.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you
Maybe
go.
someone will mishear one of Sam's lyrics and
name their band.
For my band name.
I may have already done that when we talk later on about lyrics.
band name coming.
It's interesting to hear the story that especially you're the first person that we've had on that's written a cartoon theme song. Which cartoon, by the way?
It was a kids' cartoon called Growing Up Creepy. So they actually found me. This is how old I am and how long ago it was. They found me on MySpace, and the whole kind of concept of the cartoon was it was a little girl that grew up with bugs, and she was like a little emo girl. And essentially they found me and they were like, well, you kind of sound a bit emo. You can write songs and you kind of look like this girl, because this girl, she had, I mean, I don't look like her, but she had dark hair with like purple streak through her hair, and so did I. So they were like, oh, this is cool. We want to find an independent artist to work with. You've got like some similarities to the character. And they actually even asked me to voice the character at first, but I think I auditioned for it. Like I had to send them over like a voice acting thing. And they were like, yeah, no, I don't think the Australian accent really works. But yeah, it was like, actually, it was like the coolest job I've ever had as far as like proper jobs go, because I co-wrote it. I was still with my manager at the time. And I co-wrote it with him and a producer. And we did the theme song. And then from then on, it was like for the whole series, they would be like, oh, hey, we've got an episode where the spider falls in love with the girl, and they'd send me the black and white version of the cartoon and be like, can you write a love song? And I'd be like, all right, this is awesome. So, and then I'd have, 3 weeks to write a song that went with the episode.
Wow.
And I actually did that while I was in high school. I think at the time I was like homeschooling because I was like all gung-ho for music, and my parents were like, yeah, just homeschool so you can have time to do all this stuff. And yeah, anyway, so that's how that happened. It was just literally a random email. They found me on MySpace and were like, do you want to do it?
MySpace was amazing.
Out of the ordinary fairy tale without the fairy, a family that seems a little scary. Went to without this something crucial, just not necessary. So strange, extraordinary, a world with perfect people.
MySpace was a massive music discovery platform though in those days.
Yeah,
like it was. Yeah, like there's like if you look back retro nowadays, they talk about MySpace bands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of those 90s sort of emo pop punk bands are all MySpace bands these days, right?
Yeah. And it was such a good to find new bands too. Like it was kind of the birth of like the music.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Like as a creator, you could actually like load some of your stuff in there and build a bit of a profile and stuff. It's like pre-Facebook for young folk before Facebook became for old folk, you know?
Yeah.
What I find interesting.
Sorry, it's interesting you talk about Dwight Yoakam because I think it's a well-worn path for rock guitar players to end up there.
Oh, yeah.
The stuff's insane. Like we'd listen and I would be like crying, laughing at the guitar because of how just insane it was.
Yeah.
And like I said, I grew up listening to like Fat Records bands like No Effects and Lagwagon, stuff that was super fast and obviously distorted and quite like dirty. And then you listen to someone that just is plugged straight into their amp and it's like crystal clear and they're playing the cleanest lines with bends and weird stuff. And it's
straight into the twin.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
it kind of makes sense. Your story. What I find really interesting now that you've told me that story is because when I listened to your stuff today, I thought it sounds almost too country, and now I guess it's like people that a lot of the people we have on here grew up with country, with driving in the back of their dad's car and the truck and having Slim Dusty play or whatever. But you guys have come at it the other way. It's like you guys are from outside looking in, and I want to use the word parody, but I don't mean that in a bad way.
No.
A parody of country. It's really good what you do. But I could tell when I heard it that it doesn't quite sound. They're not country.
Well, I agree with you. I noticed the same thing. Like,
you know
like sometimes some of the baritone lines are a little bit Enrico Morricone, right? Like those baritone guitar lines. But I for a couple of moments there, because like I've spent a bit of time working with the odd country band from time to time. But I come from like pre-punk before you guys. Like I was the generation ahead of you guys, right? But like. I could hear a bit of, because I know a guitar player who went the Dwight Yoakam path for a period of time, which is pretty funny. But I could hear like the Johnnies in a way, you know, the Johnnies.
Yeah.
I could hear just a little bit of that sonic space. Not because Ross Wilson produced the first Johnnies album, right? So he brought a pop sensibility to that sort of country sort of not parody, country sort of nod to it. But at the same token, I could hear a genuine affection for it. So like I worked for a guy. I mixed for a while a guy called Lucky Oceans who was in Asleep at the Wheel. And I could hear a bit of that in it as well. Yeah, that
so
sort of stuff.
How are you talking about the honky tonk piano?
Yep.
So the guy who plays piano on our record Hotel Texas.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's Floyd Domino from Asleep at the Wheel.
Yeah,
man. I heard that piano and I just loved it. It was jumping out at me, right? Yeah. I love that honky tonk piano.
Yeah.
It's so cool. And he was
Sonic Escape.
Yeah, and in the studio, so we went to Texas to record Hotel Texas, and we sat there. And he was playing, and like I said, we're a local band. We're independent. It's like we could only get him for a few songs, because it would have been insane to have him for everything. But we got him for a few songs, and Sam and I sat there like a foot away from him, and it's the same thing. We were just laughing, and
I know exactly what you mean. It's absurd that we got here, right?
Yeah.
Where
it's like, I totally get what you guys mean by parody, but it's like it's with love,
affection, deep affection. Yeah,
and he's like halfway through a lick or something, and I looked at Sam and I'm like laughing while this guy, professional musician, is playing because of how ridiculously good he is.
It's almost
I know.
Unbelievable thing. We were because he literally, I mean, he told us he does sessions all the time, and he literally listened to the songs. He listened to them when he got asked to do it, so he's like, yeah, cool, you guys sound good, I'll do it. And then he just listened to the songs on the car ride there. He got to the studio and we were like, he goes, okay, what direction do you want this one? And I was like, can you go full Jerry Lee Lewis on this next song? He's like,
I got that. Yep, absolutely.
Did it in one take, and you're like, what? How?
That's session guys, isn't it?
That's what those guys do, right? And the faster you are and the quicker you get it, the more gigs you'll get, right?
Yeah.
And that's what makes you laugh, because you're trying to get that. You got that sound on your head, and you're trying to get it, and they come in and they just nail it straight away. And you go, it's exactly how it's supposed to sound.
Working with Tommy and working with Floyd on stuff, like I absolutely love like country music history and love guitar players, love pedal steel, and I'd be like, oh, can we do like for this bit? This is what I'm kind of thinking, whether it be like a movie reference or like a guitar player reference, and Tommy would be like, yep. He was in here last week, kind of thing.
Yeah, we'd be like, okay.
And then it's like, oh, okay, so you know exactly what we're talking about. And it's like with Floyd, it's like, if this could be a bit of like Loretta Lynn, and he's like, oh yeah, I spoke to her the other week, and he like nails the brief.
That's cool.
And like us from Australia, that doesn't really happen. But if you're a professional musician in Texas and you're of a certain age, a certain vintage, you've done the Lone Star State, you know all these people, and it's like, we come over and we're like, I'd love it to sound like this. And they're just like, yeah, cool.
Sure. Yeah.
Call him and get the amp settings.
I see the poster behind you. I just want to check. Have you both been to Nashville?
Yeah, a few times.
Well, have you been to Nashville, Braggy?
I don't need to go to Nashville.
We've also been and seen the Banksy museum. Yeah.
Nashville's a cool place to go. The gag is that Curly and I have both been over there, and we do it with a lot of Australian country acts. We know Braggy hasn't, so I just always ask him. Every opportunity I get.
I don't need to go to Nashville.
Just
go to Melbourne and see the Smith and Wesson Jury. That's all I need to do.
Yeah, that's all right.
Have you been to Disneyland, Braggy?
No.
Okay, Nashville is like Disneyland.
Yeah,
it is.
So that's what's interesting that you guys were in Texas, because it's more of a Texas sound. Now you got that album Hotel Texas from 2024. You got two singles that have come out this year, and I really hear a change here. It's much more, I'm going to say, cinematic. Is what I hear.
It's a different sound. The previous album, the Texas Hotel in Texas, as opposed to the current single, which I was listening to a few times today, it's got an entirely different sonic palette.
Well, rolling the dice. When I first heard it, you know who I thought of? I thought of Link Ray and Rumble.
Yeah.
It's almost got a touch of surf to it.
Yeah, but it's got that reverby. It's got a reverb. Planner across it, you know.
It's more of an. Sorry, you go.
Oh no, go. You go.
I was going to say it's more of an. I think it's more of an Australian sound than the last. Not the sound, the last album, because of that kind of. I don't know. Some Australia's surrounded by sea, and Texas, I guess, is landlocked. You got. It's just that I don't know. You seem to have found it's a really different sound there.
I agree with that.
Would you agree with that? Yeah. I just expected to see, as soon as I heard it, I could see Clint Eastwood with one of those thin cigars.
That's exactly the baritone guitar in the background and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, can I quote you on that? Yeah. Put that on our website.
Use
this band sounds like how Clint Eastwood looks.
But he hasn't been to Nashville.
It's funny because with the second album, we kind of we started the band right before COVID hit. Then we were like locked up for 2 years or whatever it was.
Yeah, what a pain for
We
everyone.
worked on Hotel Texas for so long, and it was one sound. And then we kind of got Kev and Aaron in the band, and we actually started to become like a real band, and we were actually able to play shows and tour and all that sort of stuff. And the one thing we kind of heard from a few people was, your album's really good and you're really good live, but the two sound different.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what we were going for. Like Hotel Texas was definitely a sound we were going for. But then on the second record, because people would see us live and go, whoa, you're way heavier than I thought. Because on Hotel Texas, we didn't sound as heavy. But live, because we've got those like punk backgrounds and Kev and Aaron are both from the background too, they play like heavy. So we've got quite a up rhythm section as well. So on the second album, we were like, okay, let's try and get closer to our live sound. And I think that's kind of that's
what's come.
What
Cool.
we came up with. Yeah.
And then maybe that kind of like reasonably stuff comes from like instead of like being in a punk band and having a distorted amp and then having a distortion pedal, then having
it up here, right?
Yeah,
right
it's
up there
like
with punk stuff.
And I'm like stacking reverb.
Yes, I noticed that.
Yeah.
So
it's like,
just out of interest, what's your guitar and amp of choice?
I play Princeton.
Yeah.
And I play this thing here.
Telly, I knew it.
Oh, lefty.
No, I think it's because of
the screen splits.
Is that a what's he? That's Relic, right? That's a
it's Relic, but all this is probably.
But what's the model? Texas. The model that is I nearly bought one.
It's a Brad Paisley, but
that's exactly it. I nearly bought because I was working for Fender for a while. And we had the Brad Paisleys, and every time I got one of the Brad Paisleys in my hand, because they're light, it's really light guitar, right? I reckon maybe 7 or 8 times went, I think I should buy one of these. I think I should buy one of these, but I just couldn't justify buying another guitar at the time.
Oh no, I can always justify buying another guitar, and when your partner's a guitar player too, it's awesome.
Yeah, but I've done that about 40 times. I can't get away with it forever.
Yeah, cool.
That's a great guitar. That is a fabulous guitar, that Telly you've got there. I love it. I really love it. The darker one with the Paisley on it is what I wanted.
Any Telly's fabulous guitar.
Yeah. Cool as.
What was that Telly? Was that like a 70s?
That's a Brad Paisley.
This one.
Oh, yours. The butterscotch.
This is a 1982, a Fullerton one. They're like the first ever reissue they did, 1982, yeah. But someone has replaced the original 3 saddles with the whole bunch, which I'm going to
get your intonation a bit closer.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think I'm going to change it back just because it looks. I mean, I'm no guitar player. But.
Go to the original ashtray. Yeah.
I've got a late 70s, and it's got 6 saddles on it.
Yeah,
right.
That's exactly like that. But
okay.
But then the thing is too, I don't know how this keeps happening, but like Pete Anderson and Dwight Yoakam, it all comes back to Dwight Yoakam.
Yeah, fair enough.
Plays like a 59 Esquire, I think it is. But he changed the bridge out to have the 6 saddles because of intonation.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, if Pete Anderson does it, do it.
Yeah. But I live in a world where, like, I've set up a few guitars in my day, and I reckon that I don't care what you do, no guitar's ever in everywhere all the time.
So true.
They're just not. They're just not.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, you're
more than welcome with that kind of attitude. If you want to join our band with that attitude, you're more than welcome. It's never going to be interesting.
It's impossible.
It's so hard.
It is, but like it just is what it is. They're an imperfect instrument. And that's what I love about them as well. But the Dwight Yoakam stuff, like I can really hear that, and like I heard that very early in the pieces I was listening to your stuff today. So it's it's kind of makes us feel good that we're actually learning more about country music as we go on, Curly, aren't we?
It's in Cowboy Blues, which also has I love lyrics, so it has a lyric that I really related to. Sounds like you got a camera in my house somewhere. The weekends were for records and for red wine.
Oh yeah.
I like that line. That's exactly what I do on my weekends.
You are sponsored by a wine company. You should be.
And, that song was actually written by. It's funny because when I was younger, and I was talking about like my history of like pop rock or whatever. When I was younger, I wrote songs that were all like it was all just BS. Like none of it was real because I hadn't done anything yet.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? I hadn't lived a life yet. It was all just what I thought. But then we started this band together. It's the first time that I've written lyrics that are all like true. And I haven't had people telling me what to write or what to change or what's more commercial or whatever. Anyway, that song Cowboy Blues is about a friend of mine that went through she was in a relationship with the big. Can I swear on this podcast?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay. He was a real prick, and it was like a subconscious way of me, like, you know, trying to get her to leave him. And the good news is she left him. So,
nice work. Songs are powerful. Songs are powerful.
Yeah.
Which brings you to another song on there, which sounds like it's from a jilted person. Not even the devil. When I'm done, not even the devil's going to take you in.
Yeah.
Wow, you wrote some gnarly lyrics.
You're angry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's country.
Funny because I'm one of those people, like, I hate talking to people. Not you guys, obviously, in like intimate settings. That's fine, but like, you know, get me in a big. I don't really want to chat to people, but I'll sing anything. Yeah, that song sometimes I actually feel guilty about it. I feel like I've really grown up since I wrote it. But if I'm being honest, it was about a girl that was just a bit too interested in Simon. And
awesome, yeah, love it.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna mess her up.
Well, hey, I was really nice to her. Like, I was never a bitch in person. It's not like I actually did anything about it. I just vented into the song. So
she went to Texas, flew to Texas, recorded a song, released it on vinyl.
Yeah,
that's Sam's a slow burn,
and she'll never do it.
That's a much better way.
Look, the cathartic nature of songwriting is fantastic, and you can always get square, and they don't have a reply.
Exactly.
Unless they start a band.
Yeah.
So the recording in Texas, and you recorded with Tommy Detamore, is that right?
Tommy Detamore, yeah.
But and that was all a choice. Is there a story around there? Because going through some of the research, it hinted at some medical challenges or something. So is there a bit of a story around Texas?
Not so much Texas.
So
essentially what happened was Sam and I have been writing music for so long. Like Sam said, we just sat on the couch, we'd post something on Instagram to our friends, and they were like, this is really cool, you guys should start a band. So then we got a bunch of other friends to come join a band with us. And that was like December 2019. So we were like, let's do this. And then COVID hit. And then we just sat on the couch for 3 years. And in that time, Sam got quite sick. And Sam has a laundry list of issues.
Health issues.
And then the kind of short answer is essentially, as soon as COVID kind of finished, I guess, and we're from Melbourne, like you guys said. Melbourne,
we were locked down for so long.
We couldn't do anything. So, and the whole thing with the jury was, it's just like, we're just doing it because we were like, well, we'll just try, we'll just do this, do that. And it's like, fuck it, we've been in our house for 3 years.
Yeah.
Let's go and record an album because we haven't done anything else.
Yeah.
And then that's how kind of Texas came about. Like, this was a couple of years back, but now like everyone is like, everyone's going to the States to record. It's like, it was like our Hail Mary. We're like, well, fuck, this might be our first and last album. We don't care. Like,
yeah.
If you're
going to do it properly too.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think
yeah.
Because I'd done, like I said, in my past, I'd recorded in LA and stuff before, and it was always just so fun, like traveling and getting away and recording, because it's like a whole, it's a whole different experience. And it was just something that I always loved doing, and I thought, we've never done that together. And because of the health stuff, I guess that was one side of it. That was the side going, well, fuck it, it was pretty scary stuff at the time. So I was like, well, we don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Yeah.
In COVID, I lost my best friends, like she was 35. So we're very much like, fuck it, let's just do it. Let's just.
And like also, we're not 20.
Yeah, we're full-time jobs. So it's like, we're not 20 living on a prayer. We work full-time. We work 38 hours a week to pay for our music dreams. So we've got to go, let's just fly to Texas. We'll go on a holiday and record while we're there.
Hold on, we didn't go, we just got the money, we'll just go to Texas.
No, I just said we.
Yeah. But that adventure leads to more songwriting too. Like you said, once you start doing things like that, songs come.
But that experience of traveling, like back in the 70s, that's what every band did. Like the Rolling Stones would go to Bermuda to record, or AC/DC go to Barbados, or Duran Duran go to God knows where to record. And so when you're out of your home environment, you're not having to focus on so many of the minutiae, and it frees your mind up a bit.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like our beautiful friends Kevin Aaron joined the Smith & Wesson jury like a year and a half ago. And that was the one thing. Sam was like, as the band gets bigger in terms of members, you're kind of not as flexible to be like, well,
yes.
Yeah.
But everything we do, the four of us kind of discuss. And Sam was like, well, would you guys want to travel to record? And the boys have families and jobs too. And we were like, would you guys want to do this? And they were like, yeah, let's do it. And then the second album, which is sort of coming out this year, and like Lucky Stars and Rolling the Dice, we went to Canada to record that. And not in a million years would I think that we'd have 2 albums, let alone 2 albums that we recorded in different places in the world kind of thing. Like,
Is Canada a choice because America's a bit icky?
Well, there was a few
At
things.
the moment?
Expensive.
Expensive.
I wouldn't get in with my social media.
That's why Phoenix have got a new profile.
Your anti-America profile versus your normal profile.
Yeah, that's it.
Both times we were like, let's just find producers that we really love and want to work with, and we'll just hit them up and see what happens. And that's essentially what happened. We found, I was looking at, all different areas to go to for the second album, and then we found Jordan, who we recorded the second album with in Canada, and we were like, fuck it, let's go to Canada. We haven't been there before.
Like in terms of recording here to going over there, I know there's other costs, but like, what's the parity like? Is it much more expensive for you to record over there? Like a fuckload?
You know what's insane? It was cheaper to record in Canada than it was to record in Australia.
Wow.
From the quote I got. Obviously, that's not including the travel. Obviously, the travel is expensive. But we went to, the guy that we recorded with lives on an island called Gabriel Island. So you fly into Vancouver and you have to catch 2 ferries to get there. So it's quite remote. So aside from the travel costs, because he lives quite remote, he has free accommodation on site. So we didn't pay to stay there. We went there for 2 weeks, and the exchange rate for Canadian dollar to Aussie is not that bad. So cheaper.
It's cheaper to record in
all
Canada.
the quotes that I got, it was the cheapest to record in Canada.
That's interesting. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, but like, because it's a far bigger, more competitive market too, right? There's more places to record, more people doing it, right? But the guy was your guy though.
Yeah, everything was kind of there. And obviously with going to Texas, we paid for accommodation and recording.
Yeah.
Whereas this was, we flew in and we stayed with Jordan for 2 weeks. And
we lived there.
And the 4 of us just woke up, made coffee, recorded, watched.
Clock wasn't ticking.
Watched Pulp Fiction, drank some beers, then just repeat. And like, it's that thing where kind of getting away, you kind of get a bit more immersed in it, and life kind of stops. And like I said, the boys have families, and so for them to do that,
it's a big undertaking.
And
so,
families
a lot of times when you're like that too, if you're recording in Melbourne, you go and you do your day and you go home. A lot of times the magic happens after the recording as well, when you listen to it back and you go, you know what, I fucking should change that there, and we should do this. And that happens when you're all together, as a tight bunch.
And Kev is a great producer in his own right. Like, he records bands, produces. He's an amazing musician, and like, that's the times where we weren't recording were the times where it was like, oh, let's maybe there could be a bit more of like a pad here, and like, we didn't have. I'm sorry, boys, we didn't have Floyd Domino on this record, but it's kind of like, we had a bit more time to kind of play with, like more organ stuff and like.
Yeah. But that's a big part of country music, that big organ sound as well. So is Texas still expensive or cheap too?
If the exchange rate wasn't
awful,
then it would have been pretty cheap. Like, I mean, pretty standard, I'd say. Yeah.
Interesting. That's interesting.
So,
whereas Nashville's too expensive for everyone to record.
Well,
Nashville.
Who
wants to go there?
Everyone.
Everyone's living there now too. It's weird, isn't it?
It's like
LA in the 70s. It's like LA.
Yeah. When you can say that, like, we're not 20. We're old enough to have traveled a few times. And we went to Nashville maybe 12 years ago, I think it might have been.
Yeah.
It was quite long ago. And we literally went to watch like cover bands and guitarists play, and that kind of sparked like the
up and down Broadway.
The Broadway thing is crazy. And then maybe 2 years ago or something, we went back.
And it's not the same anymore.
It's not the same. And it's like that part is not the same. Whereas the creativity is still crazy, and all our favorite musicians are still there. But it's just like the tourist.
It's like the Disneyland analogy. Well, when you get off at the airport, right, and like you get into like Florida, and it's Disney World, but you get off the plane in Nashville, and they've got like guitars in the airport spinning around on things. It's like what? Yeah, it's a bit cartoon like.
Yeah, it is. It is really cartoon. And it's like it's like anywhere they have like real bright, sparkly stuff and like crazy clean, overproduced stuff. But then there's like other amazing musicians that would just be like would fit in here at home. Like it's just there's just everyone is there, from like
did you go
like Mickey Mouse to whoever's cool and grungy. I don't know.
Did you go to Jack White's record store?
Yeah.
Fairbairn's a crazy place, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not.
It's like inside his brain, I reckon.
Yeah.
Pop
stars, all of the big country stars have like bars on Broadway and stuff like that. But then you have like Jack White's record store. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like this two worlds of creativity.
But there's lots of metal, emo, and power pop and punk bands living in Nashville these days. A lot of the producers and records. It's like LA was in the 70s, where it's like the honeypot for everyone.
And I think where Nashville's situated too in the States, it really helps. Like the East Coast, West Coast thing, like that's where people meet, I guess.
There's a lot of great session players hanging around there, though. It's mind blowing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
you watch these come up. You watch those bands playing on Broadway and guys doing harmonies, 3-part harmonies. You're just like, how? Like I remember talking to them because I'd bail them up and say, "All right, how much is the venue paying now?" And they go, "Not much." As they're walking around hawking for tips, right? And none of them have heard of the local musicians union. I'm like, going, man, you guys need to organise because this is not right. You're too good to be getting paid this little by these buggers. Look how many hundreds of people are in here buying overpriced shit drinks, and you're getting paid nothing. Think about it, you know.
And it's the thing, they play like 5 hours a night,
and they get good, man. They get really, really good.
Insane.
I was hearing the other day that Sting really learned his chops by playing on cruise ships.
Yeah, it's like the Beatles going to Hamburg and playing.
Exactly, same thing.
And then
but every Beatles, there's 300 bands that get exploited, right?
Yeah.
Head in the sky, among the birds, walking their way in your new shirt. Bad mama tried, bad did she dear. Tell me now, boy, got that it ain't just yet. Whiskey on ice, cigarette smoke, fill up your lungs, fill up that hole, all getting by, hitching that road. And I've been here before, seen this episode. We all have. We all have. So come and check in at the hotel, taxes fill that vacancy. I'm from out of town, but I'll show you around. I'll be everything you need. I'll be everything you need.
Yeah, we're one of them.
So
me too.
So the second album's recorded, and we're just doing their little drip feed singles for now.
Yeah, we're playing the game.
That's how nearly everybody's doing it. And but I really like you doing an album because some people don't even do that. I like the whole concept of the album. You talked about the 3-part harmony. It's one thing. I'm hoping for some more listen to me. I'm hoping for some more harmonies in this second album because there was not a lot on the first one, and I'm a big harmony fan. Vocals sound fantastic. Fantastic. There is
I thought the vocals
on,
so strong it didn't need it, Braggy.
Button that collar. There's some little harmonies in the old 6/8. You got 6/8 thing going there like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, covered it all. Like I said, looking from the outside in.
Yeah.
Hotel, Texas. I want to ask a question about the song "Have Mercy."
Oh yeah.
There's a line in there about the only thing that I want, you find it on the top shelf, which I'm assuming is liquor.
Yeah.
And there is a whiskey called Mercy whiskey. Did you know that?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh, there you go.
It's more of a metaphor.
Putting two and two together and making five.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, that song. I love writing in metaphors, which you probably got in like Rolling the Dice as well. Yeah, that song was that line was a metaphor. I guess the whole song's in it. Yeah.
Have Mercy's got a bit of ZZ Top about it, one of Texas's finest as well.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I've heard Billy Gibbons in any sort of jury conversations, but far out.
Billy, man, Billy's a weapon.
Oh, dude, he's insane. He's insane.
No. I love him.
Yeah, so no fur covered guitars that spin. Okay.
No.
Hold on, like ZZ Top. I'm talking about Fandango.
I'll grow this bad boy out and I'll get some fur on my guitar. You can just skin this pillow.
Yeah. Hey, dig the TV behind you. Does it work?
No.
It just makes lines. We bought that TV because it was a prop in our video clip.
Yeah, that's in the Have Mercy video clip.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be hard to make it. Wouldn't be hard to make that work, you know.
It is.
Mate, if you can make it work, that would be amazing. I tried to make it work. Actually.
Oh, Rossi knows valves.
Oh.
I've broken as many things as I've fixed. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
So when do we expect? Sorry, you go, Curly. You haven't very quietly.
No, I'm happy for you to. I'm just saying. I was just about to start rolling it up, but I know where you're going with this question, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm asking when we expect the next single to be out and maybe the album. Just looking for a.
So the next single probably.
Well, we just like 10 minutes ago we released a single.
Yeah, we released one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Which is called Lucky Stars. And then the next one will probably be, I don't know, at least 2 months away.
Yeah.
And then probably an album, let's say spring-ish. Don't have an exact date yet, but I'd say so.
Okay.
We're working on it. But yeah, the album's done. We're just being a band in 2026 and doing a couple of singles, and then we'll drop an album.
Plenty of gigs happening. I see.
Yeah, we actually we announced we released a song called Lucky Stars today, so we're doing a single tour for that. And we've got dates booked. We've got 2 in Victoria. So Merry Creek Tavern is our Melbourne launch in Northgate. Then we head up to Castlemaine, and we've got 2 dates in Adelaide.
Oh, where are you playing in Adelaide?
The 10 Gallon Hat.
Okay,
and the Three Brothers Arms in Macclesfield.
Okay.
Yeah, both we've been to before, played both before, and they're both really great venues.
Yeah, heaps of fun.
I'll keep an eye out for that.
This band loves Adelaide.
Yeah, Adelaide's great for
It's the centre of music in Australia.
Have you been to Adelaide, Braggy? Have you been to Adelaide, Braggy?
I love my adopted city.
Adelaide's the band loves Adelaide. It's fun.
Good.
Everyone hates Sydney, I know.
Sydney.
We
Nashville.
We lived in Sydney for like 5 years, and that's where we got into country.
That's where you started off. Well, it makes sense. You sound like a Sydney band, yeah.
Are you guys interested in the whole Tamworth sort of thing, or?
Yeah, we've been to Tamworth a few times.
Okay.
But I think it's that thing, like how you guys were saying, or how I was saying. It's like we're not like Toyota main stage. We're not.
Cliche.
We're like, I don't know. We're like, I want to say like the Ugly Sister or
you're on the cool stage.
In the most affectionate way, like a Cramps version of the country bands.
Yeah.
Not in an awful way, because you're more musical than that. Believe me.
There's a place for that.
Yeah,
I love that stuff.
We play at the Tamworth Hotel, and it's the best. They look after us all the time. The Tamworth, it's
awesome.
Amazing. But it's that thing where, it is the kind of like, you drive past and someone's face is on the side of a bus. And
Bob's Country Bunker.
Yeah, and it's and then we're listening to whatever we're listening to, and it's everything. This band is all a bit chalk and cheese with all of our inspirations.
That's good.
So do you guys have to in terms of marketing? Do you hit your socials too hard, or not as hard as you should? What do you think? Because that's so time consuming.
Well, we do hit them pretty hard because we both kind of work in that area. We're both graphic designers, and I work in like digital, like social marketing for a motorcycle clothing brand. So it's kind of a fun job. So I know how to do it all, but it's also very. It's like the thing we argue about most, because it's like we don't love it. We do it as a job, and then we get home. 9 to 5, so we have to do it for the band.
You have to do it. You have to.
And it's a pain in the ass because it's not just a job. You got to kind of be creative with it as well. So you got to. You know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah.
And creative energy going into the music.
Yeah. Like we played a gig the other week, and I said to Sam, I was like, "We got to play guitars in this band."
Yeah, we do more admin. We do music.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly right. But I've got 2 graphic designers in my family, both one in his mid-30s, one very young. And AI's killed the entry-level jobs, right?
Yeah.
And the AI slop you see on social makes me a little bit ill at times.
I know, it's terrible. Yeah.
Especially when talking to designers and stuff, I can understand it's kind of a bit confronting. It's a bit scary because non-creatives get their hand in and sort of cut people out a bit sometimes. And so the quality, if the AI is going to be modeling itself on that, it's going to deteriorate and spiral into poor quality content, which will open the door for creatives again.
Yeah. Like every time I see my dad, he's always like, "How's AI treating your job?" Like,
you go, fuck off.
But then I love AI, and like Kevin and I just send videos of like Tom Cruise doing weird stuff that someone's made.
It's gonna be all right. We're gonna survive AI.
It's so funny.
There's been moral panics over all new technologies,
Yeah.
There's always going to be an audience for people that want the real, that still want CDs, that
social. JB Hi-Fi have been ripping all their physical media out of their shops in the last fortnight.
Yeah, I saw that on the news.
Yeah, I've been going. I was in my local one, and they've just like gutted it. And I've gone, well, I have no need to come here ever again.
Yeah.
Let's bring back sanity.
Huh?
I said, let's bring back sanity.
Yeah. Or HMV Megastore or Virgin Megastore. Yeah. And you can buy your T-shirts at the same time, Yeah.
You can stand there with that thing and just flick through all the
I know a guy who used to work in a record shop, and he said, I know lots of people who worked in record shops, and people who come up to him all the time and go, "Do you know that song that goes blah, 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 blah?" They go, "Yeah, you mean that?" Go, "Yeah, that's the one."
Yeah.
It's all missing.
It used to be a very easy way to spend
Human
a day.
Shazams. Human Shazam.
That's a band name right there.
It is actually. I've got it down. I've just got a domain. I've just got the domain now, so leave it.
We'll start a side project. Human Shazams.
All right. Sam and Simon, it has been awesome having you on the show. And loved your music. I mentioned
so much
off air that it was like there's bits of every little piece of country that right throughout the song, whether it's the honky tonk, you're walking into a saloon, hitting the doors and there's the piano playing, or the weeping steel guitars. And I do have a question, but because I fell in love with Dwight Yoakam back in '86 when I first heard.
You got drunk at a bar.
Yeah, no. We were pretty cool. We were on the search for new music. So when I first heard Honky Tonk Man off his very first album, I just thought, this guy is so cool. So
that's right.
I can certainly understand why everything goes back to Dwight Yoakam. So yeah absolutely. All right, we'll make sure.
Those jeans too.
Yeah.
I had the shoes, the jeans and the shoes.
Yeah.
To be fair,
the Cadillac.
Blokes to get the jeans off him too.
Who doesn't want a Cadillac, really?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Sam and Simon, I will make sure all your links are in our show notes, and we will make sure that the snippets that we play, if you've liked those little bits of the song, please check them out on Spotify and all those streaming platforms. And of course, if you're in Adelaide, check them out when they head to the capital city, the music capital city of Australia. For everyone else, if you're next week on the show, we have got Jess Coombs coming on. You may recall we spoke with Jack Davey a month or so ago, coming out of the Jack Davey PR stable. So really looking forward to having a chat with Jess Coombs. If you've loved what you heard, hit follow, share the show. Dig deeper into our Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Amazon Music playlists. Of course, we will be adding the Smith & Wesson Jury onto those playlists as well. As always, it's more artists, more stories, more reasons to listen. This is Unfiltered and Undiscovered, and we will see you all again next week. Thanks so much, Sam and Simon. It's been awesome.
Thank you so much for having us.
Have a great night.
Well, that's a wrap for this episode of the Unfiltered and Undiscovered podcast. If you've liked what you've heard, please do us a favor. Hit follow, leave a rating, and share it with a mate who needs some new music and a little bit of laughter in their lives. We're all about discovering the songs that actually mean something. So if you're into raw talent, great stories, and music that hits you right in the guts, you're in the right place, and we'd love to see you back again next week. Don't forget our Spotify playlists. Every damn song, every track we've ever talked about, rising female country artists and undiscovered covers. And just now, they're not just available on Spotify. You'll also find them on YouTube Music and Apple Music as well. Now, we will be back next week with more music, more stories, and probably some more arguments. But that's what keeps us unfiltered. We'll see you next week.